Welcome to midweek. This is the bringing it back into my collection midweek. And I got some heat. For the first time in my life, I got records for Christmas. Never happened. 40 years of marriage. Never happened. But my wife found my Amazon wish list. So I got a couple off that. And my youngest son and my sister-in-law got a hold of my local record store. And he knew what I wanted. And so I would actually wear my local record store t-shirt right now. But it's just damn cold. It's cold around here. There we go. Radio Wasteland in Midland, Michigan. Great place. Just ask Dave, local bandography, all the way down in North Carolina. Or are you South Carolina? Yeah, North Carolina. He knows all about it. But Jim, the owner, my youngest and my sister-in-law got a hold of him. And so he supplied them with some, I think you could almost say grails. I mean, they're not, I wouldn't put them as a grail, but very important albums that I used to have and now I have back. So let's get going on this because I'm really excited. So the very first one, this is the very first Dead Kennedys, Fresh Fruit for Rotting People. There's my one I had. The album, I did not have an OG until now. So let's pull this out here and carefully do everything right. This is just a beautiful copy. The heads are on here. In later editions, there was a lawsuit and they had to pull the heads off. So this is a first. Now, the very first albums had an orange cover. I know Vinyl Richie has the orange cover. And I thought, man, that would be really cool. But let me tell you, this thing is fantastic. Absolutely clean and beautiful. It's from this punk collection that I've been getting things from Radio Wasteland. We have the wonderful inner sleeve. Nice. Label. Does Dead Kennedys. And then the poster. This is missing. Now, I've been looking on Discogs. You look at some of this. What people want for a very good, it's just ridiculous what people are asking for that. And I'm sure somebody's buying it, but 4 times, 5 times the amount. This is the poster. It's on both sides. Oh, Lordy. It's awesome. It is so neat. It's a little much. I mean, it's almost like, wow, what's all on here? But, the name of the album again, Fresh Fruit. I'm trying to get that all folded up here. Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables. I mean, God, so good. This is the one. If you have one Dead Kennedys album, to me, this is the one. Because on here you have Kill the Poor, Let's Lynch the Landlord, Chemical Warfare, Viva Las Vegas, Holiday in Cambodia. It's one of my top songs of all times. California Uber Alice, another incredibly good song. This thing is awesome. And I can't believe now I got a beautiful, absolutely pristine first press. So my youngest son gave me that. And he gave me a Minuteman that I didn't have. That I'll show in another episode, so 2. So my sister-in-law, my wife's twin, she got me this. Again, from Radio Wasteland, Jim. There's my original that I had on there. Actually, that is a repress also. This is not, though. Plastic Surgery Disasters. I think this is their second full-length album. So, looking at this. Alternate Tentacles. That's the label. Then it came with a book. And these books and posters quite often are missing when you're out there trying to find this stuff, so it does jump up in price. And the condition is so beautiful. There's no dings. You'd swear it's just brand new. I'm not giving you every page because it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like that poster, except in book form, It's just like there's so much going on. And then there's the lyrics. A beautiful health nut is stealing my man. Oh, my God. Their pictures are chaotic, but so is their music. Again, they're a wonderful punk album. The other one, though, is so much... It's just the best, but I love this one. This is one I wanted to have back. This, and I recently showed that I had Frankenchrist by them with penis posters. So truly, I got the 3 Dead Kennedys I absolutely needed to have in beautiful, wonderful condition, first press. So super excited. This was big for me because those were very, very important. Then this is not an original. There's the one I originally had, but this is a repress, and I believe is from around 2006, somewhere in there. Actually, I had this repress. It was from the same thing. So we have the Jesus and Mary Chain and Psycho Candy. I think Psycho Candy is, well, it did rank as one of my all-time favorite albums. When you first listen to this, there's a lot of noise. I mean, it sounds, oh my God, and that's what they did. I mean, they added noise and feedback to kind of hide, maybe their playing abilities. But when you peel back that noise, what you find is a group that likes the 60s, and there is. Some almost have a Beach Boy type feel. Others just have like 60s pop type feel. It's in there. You have to, if you listen to it, you hear that melody in between the squalls of the guitars and things, and there it is. They made some incredible songs. This is their first one that came out in 1985. And it is one of those, to me, all-time great albums. It's so magnificent in what it is, and the melodies are great, but you have to get through the wall of noise that they produce. But that's what I love about it. It's kind of the beginning of the shoegaze and everything movement that was going on, and this was just such an incredible album. So happy to bring this in. This was an easier one. And again, you look at, I've seen people trying to sell a near mint of this album, first press, for like $500. It has a $90 value in Discogs. $500. Some bozo's going to buy it. It just blows my mind. Okay, now it kept getting better. Well, not better. That was great. One of my favorite reissues of this year, and I just stumbled upon it, didn't know it was being reissued. This is Luna's Bewitched. I adore this album. This came out, I think, in 91 or 92. Dean Wareham, he'd been in Galaxy 500, another kind of all-time favorite group. And actually, 94 it came out. And so after Galaxy 500 broke up, he did this. And really what it became is, it's almost like dream pop. I had every Luna in a box set that I lost, but I saved the vinyl. And now that the box set has just gone stupid high, it's not worth it. But I got the vinyl, and it's in white. This is black. But this album, I remember when I first heard it, I heard the song Tiger Lily from College Music Journal. I got in my College Music Journal magazine. They always give you a sample CD. Tiger Lily was on that thing, and I was obsessed. I kept playing it over and over, and I just love that song so much. Dean Wareham's a great guitarist. Now, the vocals are kind of dreamy and pop, but when he gets down and he starts playing that guitar, it's marvelous how well he plays in everything that he does. And when they have some of their longer songs, it's incredible, the guitar solos. So just absolutely wonderful album. This was their second album. So then I was able to pick up the third album, Penthouse. And there's from the box set, the white vinyl, Penthouse. This is from Record Store Day a few years ago. And I missed it because it didn't have it where I went. Between this and Bewitched, it's hard for me to say which one is my all-time favorite because they are both so incredibly good. Here has Hedgehog, Chinatown, Sideshow by the Seashore, Moon Palace, 23 Minutes in Brussels, has just this throbbing beat. It grows into this groove, and then just the guitar playing is just beautiful, so good, complex. It's just outstanding album. And this one I believe came out in probably around 96. I would have to say. Usually it's 2 years a couple years after the other one. The reissue was in 2017. Again, Record Store Day. Just beautiful shape. It means a lot. Both those albums, actually every album I've shown means so much to me to have back, so important. And though I had the vinyl, and though you can't play a cover, you sure in the hell like to look at the cover, right? We can say, well, you can't play the cover. I know you can't, but I sure like looking at one, and it was great to get back. Would have been nice just to be able to buy a cover cheap, but what the hell. Next up, I got the reissue of this. And this is, this came out in 78. It's Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy. The first two Warren Zevons are incredible. I most prefer the first one. I like this one because on here there's Johnny Strikes Up the Band, Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. Such a fun song. My gosh, it's great. Excitable Boy. Just wonderful storytelling, creepy but wonderful. Then there's Werewolves of London, which is what everyone knows, and I love that song, but I like those other three even better. Nighttime at the Switching Yard, and Lawyers, Guns, and Money's on here. This is packed with good songs. To me, it's just one of those albums, again, top 50 album for me. All of those, well, Plastic Surgery, maybe not top 50, but the rest of them, top 50 albums in my would be in my catalog, and this is no exception. Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy. If you've this is the music on vinyl version. If you've never heard it, I recommend you do because it really is wonderful. Is that my friend Bill Young, Michigan Record Club. Should have brought his t-shirt. Sorry, Bill, I didn't do that. And he had this. This is the reissue of Suicidal Tendencies. I thought I'd saved my vinyl for this because I tried to save my punk vinyl, but I didn't. So this is a reissue from 2005. Of course, Suicidal Tendencies is known for Institutionalized. That's their big song. This is their big album. They had everything. They've done a bunch of other albums, but this is the one that really had it. They have I Shot Reagan on here, Suicide Alternative, Institutionalized. The biggest thing on that is all I wanted was a Pepsi. All I wanted was a Pepsi. And as the kid keeps going, when the parents are putting him in an institution because they think he's angry. And he's not angry. He just wants a Pepsi, damn it. That's it. Just another great California punk band. So this is more of that hardcore punk happening, done just in a beautiful way. So happy to get that back. Now a little jazz. And here is a reissue. Actually, there's my original vinyl I had. That's a 70s reissue of that vinyl. So I've never had an OG of this. In a Silent Way by Miles Davis is one of the most beautiful albums ever made. It's one of my top Miles Davis albums. This is when he was getting into fusion. It's starting to come. He's using the electric instruments, but it's quiet, it's peaceful. I mean, side one, the one song on side one is shh, peaceful. It says it all, because that's what it is. It's so beautiful. On side two, in a silent way, it's about that time. Gorgeous album. If you just want to sit and chill and lay back, and if you're newer to jazz and think about, I like a little more of the electronic sound, this is such a wonderful way to go. You're not going to get up, you're not going to dance, you're going to chill. Glass of wine, beer, whatever it takes, bottle of water, I don't care. Wonderful to sit and listen to. Then recently had this picked up, and this is an original of My Funny Valentine from Miles Davis. Nothing special. This isn't like one of my, oh my God, favorite albums. That's the inner sleeve. But it's Miles Davis. So I love it. And has My Funny Valentine, All of You, Stella by Night, All Blue. Just a quieter live album from him. Just anytime I get Miles back to my collection, I'm happy. And then Bill Young gave me this album, The Fifth Dimension by the Byrds. I don't have much Byrds. For many people, they absolutely love the Byrds. I like the Byrds. Nothing wrong with the Byrds. I just don't listen to the Byrds. But this one had 8 Miles High, which I always thought was just a wonderful song, and Mr. Spaceman. Obviously, Psych was coming in, but you still hear the country sound in this also. So you hear a little bit of both. So, I was at Bill's, and he says, hey, why don't you just take that one? And I did. So great to have it, that Byrds, which is one of my more favorite Byrds one. And the final thing, I'll just show it because it's just one of those albums I don't, I was like, I don't know why. I didn't need it. I bought it. It was cheap. Total's Hydra. Total was a big band in college. When that first album came out, I was blown away. I never got blown away again, but I bought all their stuff. I think this was their second album, Hydra. It had on here 99 was the big hit off this album. I'm still scratching my head. I like the album. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But how much will I play it? And, once in a while we do things we do things emotionally, right? We look at something, God, I remember that. Oh, man. And then you get it and go, oh, yeah, it was okay. So it's back. It may not be back forever. I could bring it down and Jim at Radio Wasteland, hey, I'll just, take care of you on it. But I don't like to do that too often because he's always treats me well. So that's my heat. I'm so excited. Some of those albums are just extremely important to me, mean so much, and it's great to have them back into my collection. This is wonderful. So that's the excitement of if you rebuild and you find these treasures. Again, I had a lot of the vinyl, but no cover, just to bring it back in. It's a lot more expensive to do it now, but it's still just as exciting, which is fun. So thanks for sharing this with me and my excitement about it, because it was great to get that for Christmas and to find some of these other things. Everyone, have a great day. Bye.